let's keep going on the novels that make you feel lucky to be alive with Catch 22 by Joseph Heller. If you've read this book before, this is your reminder, go read it again. If you haven't read it, you're in for a treat. It's one of the best dark comedy books I've ever read in my entire life. I actually read this book quite young the first time because I heard about it a lot when I was a kid because my dad and his friend in college vowed to read this book every year for the rest of their lives. And they didn't quite make it that far, but they did it for a long time and it inspired me to read it quite young and to reread it a lot in my 20s and 30s. And it just keeps holding up. It is such a magnificent book. And it's a book founded on paradox. That's what part of makes it so good. Catch 22 being the original catchphrase now for a paradox. But the whole book is filled with these paradoxes. It's a very deep book in that way. And the thing that also makes it a fascinating read is that there are a bunch of different storylines going on at the same time, and they're told out of sequential order. So you're never quite sure what's happening, and some of the first riddles and puzzles that occur in the first couple of pages aren't explained until the last couple of pages. And it really makes for a wild ride that screws with your head. One thing that I really liked in my review of it before I did this video was how people said, what's interesting about this book is there aren't really any minor characters. Everybody who makes an appearance, and there's a lot of characters in this book, all of them who make an appearance get fleshed out and become interesting people that you would like to meet. And that's very true. It's just such great characterization, great writing, and a great look at what's so terrible about war and the bureaucracy of war, which isn't what you think about. You usually think about how, those exciting moments, but so much of war is boredom and stupid orders from stupid people who got there from nepotism or bad luck for you. And so this is one of the great anti-war novels of all time, and it just happens to be hilariously funny. I don't know about the movies. I've heard that the movie and the Netflix version aren't that great. You can feel free to check them out. If you did want something up this vein that was visual, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, is a great film version with these same kind of ideas. So, one of the best, most important books about war ever written on the North American continent. So, I'd say Catch 22 by Joseph Heller.